What was that? That was our opening music, folks. That's my new open.
Oh, that's what that was.
I don't know.
Sorry, somebody called.
I don't know. It sounded good though, didn't it? I probably should have just let it go.
Oh, that's what that was.
I don't know. You know,
Sorry, somebody called.
who's got a window open, or do I? I think I do. I do. I have a window open. Duh. See that? It's been too long since I've done a chat. That's right. Wait till I start. Wait
That's
till
why
I start.
you got to mute that other window.
Yeah, I know. Wait till I start doing videos again. You guys will be all fucked up. What's going on? Listen, I haven't been around in like almost a month. When it comes to the chats, and I should have been here last Saturday.
SSPD.
Well, I should have been here last Saturday, but here's the problem. I forgot to text Stevie. Who, by the way, Stevie will be in a little bit. I forgot to text him, and I sat in the recliner. That was it. You know. But anyways, it's good to be back here. Good to see you guys. Good to chat with you. Hope all is well.
Even Stevie hasn't done a chat in a while.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. He was going to come on the chat. I was going to have one last Saturday night because I went. I'll tell you what I did I'll tell you what I did over the weekend in a minute. But it was really cool, I thought, anyways. So, Stump, if you're still here, I sent you a link. I know it's late, and I know you had a long day, but I'm just saying, you know how I am. I sent you a link. Anywho, folks, tonight we have Gerald B with us, top right, and then we have. Am I saying your name? Or am I just gonna let them read it?
From now until March, I shall be known as the human incubator.
Okay, so there you have that. And like I said, Stevie's on his way, and I sent a link to a couple other people. Johnny, by the way, Johnny the MI Woodsman came in with us off air. Which I thought was really cool. He's working on his truck. He's going away, so he's trying to get that. What we start? No. Go away. You do an update right now. I will freaking go out of my mind. Anywho, sorry, folks. Like I was saying, John and the MI Woodsman stopped by. He's working on his truck, excuse me. And he's got a 6-day camping trip. They're going mudding. So that'll be cool for him. I haven't seen John. Johnny's doing all right. So that's good. I'm just glad I got to talk to him. I've known Johnny like I don't know, like fucking 8 years or something, 9 years. But anywho, listen. So Gunpowder Beauty was the first one in tonight, folks. Then we have Mr. Stump Greenwood SC. Then we have Mr. P2E. Oh my fucking God, you're alive. Well, you know what? Did you instant message me on Facebook to see if I was alive? Did you get me on whatever other social media I got? What else do I have? Instagram. Although I'm not really on. I mean, I'm on Instagram, but not a lot. I haven't been on any really. I mean, I'm here and there, but not. I don't know. It's been nuts. It's been nuts. Anyways, P2E, great to see you. It's Friday. You're here. My buddy Craig Dweller shows up tonight. Craig, I hope things are well. It was good to see that video. That's really, and it's a beautiful lake. But that's a cool video. And Justin seems like a cool dude. I know you've done some videos with him, gone away. But he seems like a real cool dude. And that obviously makes it all that much worth, makes that all that much better, What did I just do? Hey, I just lost the chat.
How'd you do that?
Quit
I don't know.
button.
On the inside of the thing, I just lost the chat.
Hit the show.
Man.
Yeah, for those who are just coming in, Flan 57. For those, how are you, sweetheart? Good to see you. For those just coming in, I do have a poll up. I don't know where it is right now. Yeah, Craig Dwelly seems that way. And just from your videos, and his videos, But Jezzo, where's the poll when you saw it?
I got it right on the top of the screen.
All right. So you guys, see that poll? I can't believe I knocked out the chat on the.
It's right on top of the chat. It's just scroll up, you'll find it. It's 70.
Highlighted blue.
14% now.
Okay. But anyways, I'm glad to see all you guys again. And G Trappo, how the hell you been, kid? Good to see you. So yeah, things are going. Let me tell you how busy I've been. Holy shit.
Yeah, you're so busy. You drive by me, I wave. You don't even fucking see me there.
First of all, I didn't. So let me tell you folks something. I'm up in the middle of fucking nowhere. No, I shouldn't say that. I'm up just west of Bangor in Maine. I got a phone call from Jerry. He said, "Hey, what are you doing?" I said, "Nothing." He said, "I just drove by you." I said, "You did?" He's, "I'm fucking waving to you." I said, "I'm sorry." G Trapper, how's it going with the hip, brother? That's awesome that you got the new hip. I'm happy. My neighbor, who's a hell of a lot older than you, he's going for his in September. I hope it makes. He just retired. He's 78 years old. He retired. He was driving a 10-wheel dump, and he retired. But anyway, get lost in the woods again, Mike. No. I was driving. Get in here. Stop yapping out there and get in here if you're going to stay up at night. Come on. Did you have a pack or was it in the car again? No. Listen to me. Stumper. I was doing my deliveries. And I was going one way, and Jezzo was going the other way. I think I was going towards Condensed Keg, right?
No, you were heading into Bangor.
On for 15?
Yeah, and I was heading towards Condensed Keg.
That was the day I didn't get back to Haverhill till 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
I wasn't too happy about that. I wasn't too happy about that at all.
So I had to go up to Cornford and hit the pharmacy to pick up Brenda's meds.
Yeah. So get this. I've been camping. That's where I've been, right? I go up the trail, and I just didn't bring my laptop with me. But anyways, last Friday night, I went up north. Last Saturday, in my last month of healing, no nicotine for 4 months. Fuck, good for you, kid. Congratulations, G-Trap. That's awesome. Yeah, Craig Dweller. I started that morning at 7 o'clock. I like 10 or 7. I'm out in the truck at the hotel, and I usually look for my first 2 stops because these guys that load the truck, because it's like a transfer type deal. These guys bring the truck to me. I don't get to load it myself. So, anywho, make a long story short, I didn't leave the hotel parking lot till about 7:45, 10:08. It was just a long day. And I had to go from, so when I work my way south, Craig Dweller, right? I'll come down 95. So what happens is when I get to Augusta, sometimes I have to go east and go into Rockport, which I had to do. And then when I got even further south down 95, I had to get off in Gray and go over to Leamington. So that's like 4 hours out of my way. So that week there, I had 3 14-hour days back to back to back. And I'm like,
Well, hell, you was at the beginning of your second day when I seen you.
yes.
It was only
Yes.
about 5 after 9.
Yeah. Yep. I was on my way back. I was going back out to 95 to go down and do Bangor Neon and into Herman.
95's a long way.
Listen. Oh, and then I had to go to.
I can do Hamden, Herman.
I went to Hamden too.
Newport, back around to Old
Yeah,
Town.
but don't forget. Listen to me. Don't forget. I'm in a truck, not a goddamn car.
Oh, I ain't no fucking car. That excursion's just about the same size as your truck.
It ain't not my. No,
Your
it's
truck's a little
not.
taller. That's about it.
That's about it. Try to take a corner in my truck, and who can take a corner better, you or me?
I can. I'm a
Okay,
better
then.
driver.
So you can go faster than me. I can't, and I don't own the vehicle, right? So I can't. I can't drive like an idiot. Okay, what
you
is
don't have to drive like an idiot on those roads. It's 21 miles from my house to the Irvings in Newport.
I know.
It's if I drive back to Bangor, it's 14 miles back to jump onto 95.
Right, but you got to remember.
And then I got to drive 28 miles to get to that exit in Newport.
But don't forget, okay? I had 16 stops that day.
Yeah.
Okay, each stop averages around 7 to 8 minutes. What's 8 times 16?
I don't know.
128 minutes. I'll help you out. It's 128 minutes.
2 hours and 8 minutes.
2 hours and 8 of downtime just at the stops. That's not me going to the store getting a soda. That's not me buying lunch. That's not me fueling up. And that's not me taking because when you leave Augusta, there's only one way to Rockport. There's only one way to Rockport when you go to Augusta.
Route 3.
Nope. Route 7.
Route 7?
Yep. 7 to 90 to Route 1. Did you have to run DOT log sheets? Yes, I do. I have to run a book. I don't have the computer, so I run a book, and I rely on that too. I tell mine to come in at noon, so I don't get in trouble. Which reminds me, Stump, I have to go renew my DOT card. But yeah, so it's been crazy, and so that night I didn't get to go to my part-time job, obviously, because I didn't get back till 9 o'clock. But it's been nuts. It's been nuts, and I'm on vacation this week, sort of. My full-time job, I'm on vacation, and I got like 2 days off. Next Thursday and Friday night I got off for my part-time job. And the only reason I'm not up north right now is that I got to help my kid brother's girlfriend move tomorrow morning. So I wasn't going up there tonight and coming back in the morning. That would be kind of foolish. So I'll go up tomorrow afternoon. Probably stay till Tuesday.
I've got to make a trip to Vermont. Probably the week after next.
Oh yeah. Oh, so guess what I did last week? I took a not a what's the word I'm looking for? Because I'm going to use the same word the guy said. Anyways, I took a mushroom class up in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Steven.
Do you get him out of the cow pasture?
No, what the fuck's wrong with you? So here's what was pretty cool. So it was only like 3 hours, right? 3.5 hours. And they gave you the basis, blah blah blah. And I bought a book off Amazon. And lobster mushrooms everywhere. Right? Then I found by accident, because what happened is that the rest of the crowd, me and my little nephew, he was with me. And I says, are they far enough away now? He's like, Uncle Mike, you're going to light a cigarette, aren't you? You bet your sweet ass I am. So I'm in the woods. I light a smoke, and I dropped the stupid thing. Well, when I dropped it, of course, I go to pick it up, and I look down. I'm like, those look like the mushrooms that the guy said he's looking for. So my nephew says, Uncle Mike, they were like trumpet mushrooms. And there was millions of those. But yeah, so anyways, my brother got me into it, and Stevie did too, and so I went to the thing. I bought a book, and Shalisa, by the way. I'd almost kill for a cigarette still some days. Don't do it. If you quit smoking, good for you. I didn't, so that's why I'd love nothing better to be able to some one of these days take a hike with Craig Dweller. But you know what? And we're right around the same age too, so it's not like
hey, my parents didn't raise no quitters.
But boy, do I know I'll be huffing them. I mean, now I hunt and I go, but I don't, you know what I mean? So, and I go up probably, I don't know, 28, 29, 2,900 feet or so. And they got a little one over in Alton, up in Alton, New Hampshire, Mount Major. But I like to do it at my own. I got people that I got hiking channels that I watch. Let me tell you something. These people power walking, hiking. And it's just like, and I'm like, fuck. Why don't you just run?
Right. Hey, Mikey, if you ever see me run, you better be running faster than me, because I'm running from something big and scary.
Exactly.
Something's chasing me.
Exactly.
You mean something bigger and scarier than you?
Yeah.
Y'all better hope that y'all don't get to the side of me, because I will most definitely kick you in your kneecap so I can keep on running, and whatever's chasing my fat ass is going to get you before it ever gets me. I'm just letting y'all know. Right.
Don't worry. After you do that, I'll shoot you in the back of the leg. That'll slow you down so I can get back by you.
No, stop. They are. Stop. These people, I swear to God, dude. Like, I try to follow at least two, right? I try to follow a couple of people they do they're through hikers for the AT, and they do a vlog from Springer Mountain all the way to Katahdin, and it's really cool. They go through every state, that the trail goes through, and then but it's really cool on how they do it, and so I watch them. And I just find it phenomenal how early some of these people are finishing that trail.
Well, they're talking about extending that trail into New Brunswick.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what the local word is. Huh. They want to extend the Appalachian Trail right up into New Brunswick.
That's a long ways.
Be a nice place to cross the border, eh?
Yeah, it's only probably another 110 miles through the woods.
From Kentucky. Yeah, but 110 miles through the woods is what, 6 days?
Yeah.
7 days?
Well, they say it takes 5 months to do the trail anyway, so.
Craig, how long is
if you start down south and come all the way up it.
What's the average hiker, Craig, do about 20 miles a day?
10 to 15.
10 to 15.
I was going to say 20 if you're stuck in the ditch and you need to make it home.
Yes, Craig, although I follow her. She's great.
Yeah, after 10 miles, y'all find my dead ass on the side of a mountain.
For me, I'm looking for a camping spot after about 5 miles.
I watched this one guy. He was my hero. He's my absolute hero. He starts the AT, right? He's out at Springer Mountain, and he says, "Well, we might as well kick this off with a good farewell." Blah blah blah. 8 to 10 in the Whites. That's so 8 to 10 miles in the White Mountains.
Mikey, I walked to my brother's house one day from here. He lives over in Kenduskeag, and it's just a straight shot, basically, to his place.
Yep.
I can drive it in 10 minutes. Took me almost 4 hours to walk.
I know, right? So this guy's doing the AT, and chugs a Budweiser, which was cool because that was my favorite. That was my choice of beer anyway. Not a Bud Light, not a Budweiser, and he met up with some people, as most people do, and they get into talking and yapping and whatever. And he's sitting down, and he's having a smoke. I'm like, that's the guy. This guy's my hero. But
my problem is I'd have more smokes with me than anything edible.
Smokes and water. That's all you need.
Who needs water? If you're up here in Maine, all you need is a life straw. There's streams and ponds everywhere.
No shit, right? Well, with all this rain we've had this year, there's streams and ponds everywhere now.
Yeah, the streams are still damn low.
I know.
That doesn't make sense with the amount of water we got in July. We beat our old state record for the month of July by by almost a little over a quarter of an inch, almost 3/8 of an inch.
Yeah, the whole Northeast has seen more rain in July than any other time.
Right.
Yeah.
This past July.
Hard here too.
We got as much rain in July as we got in April, May, and June combined.
Yeah. Yeah, July wasn't a good vacation month for anybody, I can tell you that.
Oh, we got drowned in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the tent got wet.
What really sucked was everything in the tent got soaked, except the bed.
No rain fly?
I've got one of those old cotton canvas tents, and generally we'll put a 10 by 15 tarp over the top of it.
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't find a new tarp this year that was 10 by 15 or 10 by 20. All I could find was a 10 by 12. So it left about 8 inches on each end of on each side of the roof on the tent that wasn't covered.
Gotcha.
So it was just like a waterfall coming down the inside walls of that tent.
I'll tell you what. I'm in my little camping trailer, and of course, the slide outs are canvas, and the top part, the middle part is aluminum. And let me tell you something. When it rains, you have to yell to talk because you can't hear anything. And that thing, I bought that in May. So I went through all the rain, right? And I get up there, and it's pouring like a son of a bitch. And I look at my wife, and I'm like, this thing leaks. I says, I swear to God, I'm going to have a stroke. And it didn't. I was pleasantly surprised.
Nice.
I was going to say, if it was going to leak, you'd have found out then.
Well, because, see, here's the thing. I don't take the side. Like right now, the sides are out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ron T. Sawyer, how the hell are you? Fawn said they're having the coolest summer she can remember in many, many years. I've only had the AC on 3 times, and the humidity is very low, which I love because when it's humid, I sweat doing nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right now.
You should come this way because if you want the humidity, you should come this way because I hate the fucking
We've got
humidity.
plenty of it here. It's still 70 out right now.
I'll be right back.
All right, Ron, good to see you. Hey, when you come back, if you want to send Blondie, I don't have none of her stuff for me to send. I don't have her email. I don't have nothing to send.
For Flan?
No, for Amanda.
Okay.
Ronnie, good to see you though. I haven't seen you in a bit. Of course, I haven't been on in a bit, but it's really good to see you. Yeah, I can't do the humidity. Hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. PNASCARs. Howdy, howdy.
Well, they're saying
Howdy.
along the coast tomorrow is supposed to be like 78, and inland it's supposed to get up to like 88.
Mm-hmm. Let me know how long. It was hot today.
Yep.
Humid too.
Yep.
Trust me, it was hot. I'm looking in that kitchen. Yeah.
I was in Maine today, but I wasn't up that high. I only went up to Auburn.
Well, hell, Auburn's above Gray.
Yep. Yep, it is. I had to go to Lewiston, right off exit 80. So, but yes, one of these days I'm gonna just I'm just gonna walk. I mean, I walk when I hunt, and I go up. And granted, it's not because, like I said, I've seen. That's why I asked Craig Dweller what it was, and he put 8 to 10 days. 8 to 10 hours when you're in the White Mountains, because some of those. I'm gonna say the stupid name wrong. Craig Dweller, you still here, buddy? What is the you climbed it too, I believe, and I saw your video a while back. I could have sworn you did.
Oh, Mike, if you want to do some hiking, I can tell you where there's all kinds of trails.
The ravine up in the Whites is called. Which one is it? It's wicked dangerous, they say. Fuck, I can't stand when I can't remember names.
What, Nice Edge?
No.
Oh, I think it's on.
No, I stay in the fifth wheel camper. It's on my YouTube page. Yes, Buddy Light. I had a fifth wheel. The problem was I didn't have a vehicle to move it. Buddy, let me ask you a question on the fifth wheel. Do you think because it's a fifth wheel, you lose storage space and room, whereas if you didn't have a fifth wheel, like same length, right? So let's say you got a 33-foot fifth wheel, right? And then you got a 33-foot non-fifth wheel. Does the non-fifth wheel have more space?
The non-fifth wheel would have less space because they also count the tongue of the trailer, and where you've got the pivot point right there under the front of the trailer instead of ahead of it.
Okay.
So the fifth wheel would have more space.
Okay. Tuckerman's Ravine. I think Tuckerman's Ravine is the name. I think that's what it's called. And more people will say that that's like the hardest friggin', which I wouldn't like. I mean, look at me. I can roll pretty good. But yeah, one of these days I'm going to do that. Where's my sexy girl Amanda tonight? I don't know, Flan. I just told Stevie to send her a link.
Hey, Mikey, if you want to do some hiking up here, I know all kinds of places that supposed to have some awesome views and shit where there's hiking trails at.
Well,
I'm not going to go hiking, but I can tell you where the trails are. There's one that takes you up to the fire tower up on top of Squaw Mountain. That's up in Little Moose Township.
Yep.
And Hirundo over here in Alton, right on 43. It's a wildlife sanctuary, and they've got trails all through that for hiking.
They get kind of pissy when you hunt in a fucking wildlife sanctuary, huh?
That's why you usually hit them with the vehicle as they're running across the bridge at night.
I was talking to somebody up there, and the kid had no idea that he was in a wildlife sanctuary. And some woman was in there, and she says, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm hunting. What's the look at I'm doing?" She says, "This is a wildlife sanctuary." He goes, "No, sir." The woman showed him on the map. He goes, "No, I'm on the other side." She goes, "No, you're not." And it's only like a road that separated it, you know? You know what I mean?
Hell, there ain't even a road that separates Horundo.
He went on the wrong side.
Well, that's the problem. Horundo covers both sides of 43 through that section.
Dude, he'd have got arrested for that.
Oh, they probably hang him over here for that, or in Horundo too. But it's easy to get deer over there. Drive down that road about this time of night. They're running all over the roads and that shit down there.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times we've had to shoot them across the bridge right there, push off stream.
Yep.
There's always 3 or 4 standing on that bridge at night.
Pushaw Lake have any pike in it?
Yes, it does. It's full of them.
Really?
The rule there, though, is if you catch them, you got to kill them.
Yeah, that's not an issue.
And there's no limit. You can have as many as you want.
Is there any campgrounds over there?
Yes, there is.
Are there any 4-season campgrounds?
Yeah, I don't know if they're full 4-season. I know they're 3-season.
Because see, here's my thought process, right? What I really, really want to do is go up there, stay in a hot tent, and it doesn't have to be Friday, Saturday night. I can go up there on you know what I mean? Go up one night and come home Sunday night. You know what I'm saying?
I got a better idea. You build yourself a little cheap ice shack, bring it out, have your little cot in there to sleep on, have your little buddy heater in there to keep you warm, and sleep right out on the ice at night.
No, I don't want to do that.
Why?
Because I don't like buddy heaters. I'm afraid of them, especially when I'm sleeping.
Well, put a wood stove in the damn thing.
That's what I'm thinking. But I'm not going to put the wood stove on the ice either. I mean, that's kind
Why not? It's above the ice. It's above the ice inside the building. It ain't gonna heat. It ain't gonna melt that lake.
How thick does that lake get? How thick does the lake get?
2-3 feet.
Really?
Yeah.
Stump's probably going out of his mind right now. You're bringing fucking fire on a goddamn lake.
2 or 3 feet of ice, you don't have to worry about it.
You're talking to somebody who like rarely sees fucking snow, for Christ's sakes. You know, I mean snow. I'm not talking about North Carolina snow where it snows a half an inch or 2 inches. Okay, I'm talking fucking snow. Okay. And MCK, how the hell are you? Good to see you. All right. So I remember a few years back we were on a chat and he goes, "Mike, you like seriously, like you walk out on ice and fish?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's Mike, it's frozen water. I was, "Yeah." "You fish on it?" "Of course I do."
Drill a hole and set your ice fishing tip ups up
Drill a hole.
Sit back, get drunk, listen to tunes.
My fucking problem is I have to buy a better tackle box with better gear, and then use the proper gear for whatever I target, and that's my stupid problem. What usually winds up happening is I'm in such a rush, right? I won't use the proper hooks. You know what I'm saying? Not that I'm using a trout hook trying to catch a bass. Don't misunderstand me. But you know what I mean, right? It's like you need the what do you call it, hook for pike. That would be a separate trap. Anyways,
you'd have to have a wire leader. That's all.
Wire leader, and it'd probably be around 14-pound test line, anyways.
No.
16-pound test line.
No.
Yeah, I'd probably use that.
You ain't gonna catch a fish that goes 30 pounds.
I'm just saying, I would do it. They were pulling fucking 28 pounds out of Sabatis Pond.
Yeah.
You know.
Up to push all, you might be able to
smell hook. Thank you, Cheat Trapper.
Up to push all, you might be able to pull 12 to 15 pounder out.
Yeah, so still, I want a 14-pound test because of the ice too. You know what I mean? With the line, you know what I'm saying? And I know you can use braided line, Mike. I know everybody
I
keeps
always
telling me.
use braided line. It's cheaper.
I know.
They sell braided line right at Rogers. It's $4.99 a spool.
Good night, Ron T. Sawyer. Thanks a million for popping in and saying hi and spending some time with us. It's great to see you.
Let me know when you want to come up and go ice fishing. I'm game for it.
Yeah, I want to do it. Dude, I'm buying. I don't care if I go broke. I'm buying some semblance of a fucking hot tent this year. Craig Dweller's got a real nice one.
Next time you're in Old Town,
yep.
Go out the Bannock Road to the trading post.
What? Slow down. Where's Bannock Road?
When you come off the interstate and you go past Irving's.
I get off at 193. Irving's on my left.
Yep.
Yeah.
The next light past Irving's, take a left. That's Bannock Road.
Where's the next? The next light is at that White House. At the White House, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You take a left right there.
Yeah. How far down is it though? Because don't forget, I'm in my work truck and I can't be. You know what I mean? I can't be.
It's a 5-minute drive. Go to the stop sign. When you go across the road at the stop sign. It's the second building right there. You can see it from the stop sign. And the trading post has usually got like the insulated hot tents.
I don't even have to go like that, yeah. Jerry. I just want. I saw one on Amazon, $141. It's a 10x10, and it's you can 5'7" in the center, or no 7 foot in the center, 5'7" on the sides, which is fine because I'm only like 5'10", so that's fine by me. Here's my only problem. You know how I am, Jerry. I can't carry anything with me. You know what I mean?
So bring a sled. Load everything.
That's not what I'm. That's not what I meant.
Well, I'm sure it'll be right after harvest season. I'm sure we got plenty of toys to go bang with up here.
Yeah. Because you know how I'll get. Because not knowing people. You know what I'm saying? Because I get. You know how I get. You know.
Mikey, there's one thing you'll find out. The further north in Maine you go, the friendlier the people get.
Yeah, well, you started pissing me off in Bangor the other day, I'll tell you.
Well, yeah, they piss me off in Bangor all the time. That's why I go Bangor at night or I sneak in the back way. Jenny's house was only about 1.5 miles from where I seen you. Run off at Jenny's house and I head straight back out this way. I don't stick around in town.
Yeah.
Or if I meet up with you at night, have you ever seen me not have something in the truck?
No, I know, but you can. I can't. So that's the whole thing. So that I got, and by the way, I'm going to purchase a couple of air guns. So, or at least one. So I'll bring that with me.
I made the mistake of stopping in the Old Town Trading Post the other day, and seen a couple things that look kind of cute. They had a little purple 9mm.
Really?
Yeah, that was only $199.
Oh, that's awesome, Buddy Light. Buddy Light's got 2 bedrooms in his fifth wheel, with one being a bunk room. That's what I had. I had an old Citation, Jerry, like an 87, 88 Citation.
Yeah.
36 foot, 34 foot. Anyways, I had, of course, you had the table knocks for 2. I had, my room was above the fifth wheel. And then the back didn't have, so I made, it was like an open space area, open area type space, like a living room almost. You know what I mean? So that's where I put a cot for my son, because the girls are small enough. They just slept on the table. So they didn't care, you know. But because I'm sure it didn't come like that. I'm sure there was a bunk back there or a bed back there. You know.
We sold our big trailer a couple years ago. It had 2 slide outs on it, one in the back bedroom and then one in the living room. Plus, it had the front bunk room that had room to sleep 3. The couch folded out to a queen size bed.
Yeah.
The table went down to a bed. Had the queen size bed in the back bedroom. Had the bathroom in the middle. And it was just too fucking big to haul.
Yeah. Yeah, they get. Oh, you should see some of them I see on 95. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
They have one. I saw it on YouTube. You got to look it up, you guys. It's fucking awesome. For those into travel trails and stuff like that. You ready for this? 57 foot long.
Yo.
57 foot
crap.
long. Listen to me closely. You need a regular tractor to pull it. All right, you ain't pulling it with no.
You ain't pulling with a pickup.
Yeah, ain't happening. You name a pickup. You can go to the 400 series. You can do it. Ain't happening. You need a regular tractor.
I don't know if we can hook onto that ball. I bet that fucking excursion would haul it.
No
Might
way.
not like it, but I bet it would haul it.
It won't. This thing weighs. What the fuck did they say? They say it weighed. I forget the fucking. You know what? I'm gonna go look it up and I'm gonna share the link. But it's unbelievable and it's red. Well, this one I was looking at was red, anyways. I should say.
Well, there's a place in Idaho that builds them. They're building motorhomes and shit.
Yeah.
They're building what they call a Class C motorhome.
Really?
Which means it's not like the Class A where everything's right there. You've got like the hood and shit on a Class C. And they're building these things on Freightliner chassis, Peterbilt chassis.
Where do I put the link, Jess? In the big dog of the leather kind. What's up, kid? So you guys look up this link. I just put it in the chat. Okay. Now that's a goddamn trailer. Hey, Fawn. I don't want to hear what Toronto's doing against the Bruins. What Toronto's doing against the Red Sox. Okay, I really don't. All I want to hear about is how Montreal lost the Stanley Cup. Can you help me out with that?
You figure, Mikey, that excursion of mine's got an 8.6 V10.
Doesn't matter. You're not pulling this thing. Click that link.
I've also got 4-wheel drive with a low range.
I don't care. There's no way. They said that they don't make a vehicle other than a tractor that's going to pull it. Yeah, you can pull it with a dozer. You can pull it with a backhoe. But you're not pulling it with a.
Hell, my old skidder, I had to be able to run down the road 18 miles an hour with it.
I don't care if they were supposed to get that fast with that. They still lost. But seriously, click on that link. Buddy Light, where are you? Click on that link. I like the newer camper. Mine has all the automatic appliances, no lighting, pilot lights, etc. That's awesome, buddy. Buddy Light's been around forever, folks. If you don't know, Buddy Light's a very cool dude.
I can't remember that camper we're getting 24 or 26 foot.
F550. I doubt it. I doubt the 550 will pull it. Big dog, look at that link I just sent, bro. They even tell you need a tractor to pull it. But obviously that's a destination. Fifth wheel or not, I don't care. It's still a destination trailer. You're going to drop it wherever you know what I mean? You ain't pulling that thing down a fucking, you know what I mean?
The last time I hauled that camper, I hauled it from the track to Vermont, and I did it with the Yukon.
Yep.
And the Yukon had a freaking burnt plug wire on it at the time, so I was only running it on 7 cylinders. But this excursion is running pretty good, and I got to go get it, pick up the camper in a couple of weeks.
Did you put the what do you call it on it yet? Did you fix your what do you call it on it? The runner?
No, I ain't fixed that yet.
Looks like a Frito-Lay. Hey, in the compound with Clyde. What's up, bro? I know it's early, but Saturday morning shopping. Mikey, thanks for having a chat. I know if Stevie was having one tomorrow night, but I'll check. Stevie said he'll be back, so I will ask Stevie when he comes back if he's having one. Buddy Light says I pull my 42 foot with a 2500 4x4. Yes, but buddy, that weighs what? Your 42 footer weighs what? I'm gonna guess somewhere in the vicinity of what, $9 grand, 9.5, 10 grand.
Not even.
Okay, if that one that I sent you the link, I forget how much it weighs. It's a 20-minute video if you guys want to take a little look-see at it. I don't know in the Cliff Notes if it says how much it weighs. You know, like in the description. Let me go look. No, there's nothing. There isn't in the description. It's just
You'd have
massive.
to get an oversized permit to haul it.
It's just massive. 57-foot custom fifth wheel with an RV coat. Oh my God.
The problem is you'd have to get a special permit to haul it. Hell, some states you need permits to haul 53-foot box trailers.
Oh, shit.
That slide out is as big as my fucking trailer. That's unreal. About 11,000. So his weighs about 11,000, and he pulls it with a 2,500.
Yeah.
That's about right.
Well, you figure this excursion's equal to a 2,500.
I have a 6-cylinder Jeep Grand Cherokee that I can pull $5 grand with. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't like pulling that capacity, to be honest with you. I want it to ride nice. I don't want it to be pushing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, they recommend this thing for going up to 10,000.
Yeah.
And I'm figuring that camper we're picking up is probably 4,000, maybe 5,000.
Like mine. My pop-up weighs, believe it or not, $3 grand. Just a hair over $3 grand.
Yeah.
Empty. And it weighs just a hair over $3 grand.
It's a 24-foot, and that canvas ain't light.
Nope. And yep, it's just about Mario Mosen. How the hell? Yeah, it is. It opened up. It's just about 25 foot long. Closed with the tongue, it's 19.8 or something. But she rides nice. I was doing 70 with her on the way up. Fucking thing never moved. That electric brake thing they give you with the steering, with the braking and all that, and you can use the thing for the swaying. You know what I mean? You know how they hook that on your dash?
Yeah.
Didn't even need it. Didn't even need it.
I've got it in case I need it, but
Yeah. But worked out well. I enjoyed it. I'm enjoying it, I should say.
I'm figuring it's going to make for a long day for me that day. I got to go pick that camper up.
Where do you have to go in Vermont?
Bellows Falls.
Oh, Bellows Falls?
Yeah.
Oh, that's on the New Hampshire
border. Yeah.
That's right out Route 12. Route 12 to Route 5. Or Route 12 right over the bridge. It all depends where in Bellows Falls, because you can take Route 12.
Yeah.
And then when you get into what do you call it? Oh, because with
All
a
right,
W.
you know the Penguin store just as you get into Bellows Falls when you come across the river?
No, because I haven't. I never.
There's a gas station, a store right there, just as you come across the river
Wal-
from New Hampshire.
That's
into
North
Vermont.
Walpole, right? Are you talking to Route 12?
I'm not sure. I think so.
If you take Route 12, the river's on your left. The Connecticut River's on your left.
Where I go, I got to drive across the Connecticut River.
Right, because when you exactly,
Yeah.
the Connecticut River's on your left. Okay.
Yeah.
You go over the bridge. As soon as you go over the bridge, you're in Vermont.
Yeah. Okay. There's a store right in front of the bridge.
I think I know which one you're talking
little
about.
Convenience store, gas station.
Yeah.
All right. The guy does maintenance at that place. He lives about a mile from there.
Nice.
His wife's the manager, one of the assistant managers of the store.
Yeah, I used to. That's a nice ride. That's like, shut it down. Where the fuck you been, Gear?
He said it took him an hour and a half to get home from the track. The race weekend. When he left the track, it took him an hour and a half drive to get home.
Yeah, it's an hour and a half from like Woburn, Mass. So yeah.
So it's an hour and a half from Concord.
But you're going to see if you really meet him in Rochester.
But I'm going to see if I can get him to meet me in Rochester, New Hampshire.
Rochester, yeah, that's far for him. No, that's still an hour. He's got to come out Route 12. Well, he'll probably go 202. He would probably jump.
You know, he takes the highway for a little ways.
Yeah, but he'll probably jump
Up
12 to
15.
202 and then just take 202 right. I mean,
Yeah.
right up through, right into what do you call it?
Right into Rochester.
Yep.
Or if I can get him to meet me in Concord, that'd be an hour and a half one way for him. But you figure it's going to save me 3 hours.
Right.
Because I got that hour and a half up there and that hour and a half back.
Yeah, that's a distance for you to go. That's fucked up. I'm closer to you than he is.
Yeah.
I am. I'm not even joking.
Oh,
Well, for my house, I think I'm like 3 hours and 40 minutes from my house. But for my work, I'm like 3 hours and 10 minutes.
What I'll end up doing when I go there is I'll jump on 95 in Newport. I'll run down 95 to Gray, get off in Gray, and just scoot over.
Yeah.
Well, from Gray to there, you're still looking at Gray to Rochester. You're still looking at a 2-hour drive.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Could be worse. You could have went to Northern Vermont.
Well, I got one of my best friends lives in Burlington, so if it was Northern Vermont, I'd call him up, say, "Hey, Ross, grab your pickup, go down, pick that up, and meet me somewhere along the way. I'll have a bag of smoke for you."
Honestly, Mike, I don't know anything Stalker's condition. Where's your horse, by the way? Can you ride a horse? I've ridden a horse before. I have ridden a horse. I met a couple of guys. Hunting last year. They were from Vermont, and I'm like, "Oh, that must be a fucking ride and a half to Rangeley." He goes, "It's like an hour and 15 minutes." I go, "What?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "I live in Northern Vermont." I went, "Yeah."
Too.
He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "I cut across Northern New Hampshire." He goes, "Northern New Hampshire is about this fucking wide." He says, "And I go into northwestern Maine."
Yep.
He goes, "You got to figure it out." I goes, "But it's 40 minutes to fucking Errol." He goes, "Yep." He says, "It ain't that far from fucking Vermont when you leave Errol."
Yeah, because he's way up north.
Yeah.
Way up north. Yeah.
Yep.
How you been?
Not bad, buddy. How you been? You miss me yet? I was watching.
I was wondering. I was like, why the hell's why did he disappear all of a sudden?
I've been up north.
I'll be right back. Gotta go run downstairs and let a dog in.
All right. I've been up north.
What you been doing up north?
Nothing. Just fucking around, camping. Not really camping because I got everything with me, but just fucking around, just relaxing, you know.
My buddy.
Fucking around sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Mikey, you'd love this. My buddy from Kansas. He doesn't get deals all the time, but this one time he calls me. He's like, I can't believe it, man. This lady is like, she's got this Chevy camper or whatever it is. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't get it. Well, come to find out, it's called a Super C something camper. And it's, you know, so I started looking at it. I'm like, wait a minute, this is not an average camper, dude. He's like, yeah, I know. I'm like, but I'm looking at these things online and they're like $25,000, $30,000 used.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm very confused. He went, I am too. I don't know. She said that she was so pissed off. She bought it 15 years ago. She used it 2 times and it's been sitting there in her yard for 15 years. I said, so it's going to have paint damage and all that from the trees. You know what I mean? You know, up here in New England, we get like pine all tar over. And he goes, yeah, she said she has it under a cover.
Yep.
That's a big. I said that's a big ass cover. He goes, all I know is that's what she said. I said, well, I would go down and look at it. He goes, it's like 2 hours away. I said, what'd she say? He goes, she said, if you give me $5,000 and you get it out of here, you can take it. He said it won't start and something's wrong with the generator. And I'm like, well, I would go down there and look at it, see if you can get it started, and send me a text. Tell me what the mileage is on it. Because if the mileage is under 30, it's a lemon. Don't touch it. If it's over 60, well, it's gone on quite a few trips. A lot of people don't realize you don't drive these things like a car. You drive them 3,000 miles there and 3,000 miles back, and you do that once a year. So after 10 years of doing, 6,000 miles a year of trips, you've only got 60,000. So that's about, normal. I'm like, if it's got that on it, hey, you might actually have something viable there. He got there. She told him what was wrong with it, and there's a couple serious issues, and he got it started. He drove it back, and he's showing it to me. I'm like, dude, that's even better than what it was. This is a freaking $30,000 camper, Mike. It's a 36 foot or whatever it is, Super C, fucking crazy Galaxy or whatever the hell it is, a Chevy truck. It's a Chevy front and all that. Like, oh my God. Like a Chevy 350 or some shit like that. I'm like, dude, what's the mileage? 65,000 miles. I'm like, that's right in line too. I said, well, what's wrong with it? And he starts describing it. And I'm like, that's kind of strange. He plugged it into the house and nothing will work. Then he went to start the generator and he said, nothing's going to work. Nothing's working. And I said, well, if you go to turn on the generator, but you had just plugged in the front. I said, you know there's a transfer switch in there, right? And he didn't know that. He never had the camper before. I said, yeah, there's just like a generator transfer switch. When you have 2 power sources on the house, you can't have them both interactive. It's impossible. One of them has to be isolated if the other one's on. I was like, so if you plugged it in and then you went and tried to do that, one of them is isolated. So he went back and he tried to find it. When he found it, the transfer switch was burnt up. So that's obviously what the problem was there. He got a replacement for like $120. So he's got a generator that apparently hasn't run in forever. And the reason why is it was stuck in the other mode, and that's it. The generator has very low hours on it. And now he's able to get the slide working now. Now he's got the freaking thing. The son of a gun's got a goddamn camper that's $30,000 for $5,000.
When I went to, for those of you that live in the Northeast, I went to Campers Inn in Kingston, New Hampshire. Okay. All right. And I wanted a travel trailer. Wasn't looking for a pop-up. And I finally found what I'm looking for. And for the amount of people, what I wanted to spend and how heavy it was, You know, because I can only pull X amount with you in this truck. Welcome back.
What's this button do?
I know, right? I've been there, sweetheart. And so, anyways, I call the guy. It's Memorial Day weekend. Okay. Memorial Day weekend. And I call the guy and I said to him, you know, blah, blah, blah. I leave a message. And I'm like, I want this, blah, 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 blah. He calls me back like 3 hours later. He's like, I got good news and bad news. I said, what's that? He goes, well, the bad news is I sold the trailer you were talking about. I was with the people, and that's why I didn't call you right back. I'm like, great. He's, I have a pop-up. You want to see it? First of all, I thought it was used. It wasn't used. Brand fucking spanking no. So I go up there, and I said to him, yeah, but when am I going to see you? He goes, well, we're open tomorrow. Is you open Sunday on Memorial Day? He says, yep. I'm like, okie dokie.
Well, yeah, I mean that's a big day for.
I get up there with the wife. She's what? She says, can you do this? I'm like, do what? She said, I says, what the fuck is the payment going to be? $210, $220 a month? Fuck it, relax. It's all good. I get there. Fucking name's Brando. And I'm like, you know what the guy told me? 71 trailers. You know, pop-up trailers, the whole, you know, all of them together, okay? 71 trailers on that lot. Guess how many weren't bought?
10.
The one that they were waiting for me to buy.
I don't understand why these people don't buy it used. I would buy it used.
Well, I had me personally, because I had to finance it.
Well, no, and
So-
I get
So
that. I get that part.
that's the only reason I had it. If I didn't have to, trust me when I tell you, I would have. Like, what I should have did was buy one that was not gutted,
Right.
but almost, and then put in what I want.
Well, there's also like there,
You know, because my brother can run wires. I'm
Yeah.
not a wire guy. My brother's pretty good with the wire. You know what I mean?
but there's also, when you stop and think about it, people don't realize that there's a very large depreciation on those units.
Yeah.
Once you pull that thing off the lot, you it's like
Well-
you just dropped 10 grand on the ground.
On a used one, yeah. On a new one?
Yeah.
No.
Well, but I mean the depreciation every time you're using it.
Oh yeah, but it doesn't depreciate as much as you may think.
Oh,
So
I'm
all
not
right.
an expert on that. I'm just
So I spent $18,500 for mine. All right. On a pop-up. Okay. 3 years from now, I can still sell that sumbitch for $16,500 with no problem whatsoever.
well, yeah, your short time frame window. But
Yeah.
the thing for me is like I'm looking at one. I was going to go up north with Rhett for a little while and see if he liked fishing. He didn't want to do it, but at first I was eyeballing, and what I wanted was slide in the back pickup truck.
Okay, yeah. Oh, with the poles?
Yeah, I wanted to slide in
Yep.
the back pickup truck. So because to me that's fine.
Right.
That's fine. All right, I don't want to tow it. I don't want to be dealing with all that shit.
Right.
I
Back
got-
underneath it,
Yeah,
put the thing up, screw it up, boom, you're done with it.
I don't have to re-license every year, re-permit every year, re-insure it.
Yeah.
I just a whole bunch of more bills, and then I also got to make sure I've got those tires good. How's those brakes?
Oh, yeah.
There's all that shit I got to do, and I don't want to do more because we're not going to use it like you're going to use it. Okay, you
Yeah.
go camping, you go do shit like that. I don't. All right, so I'm going to back up, hit it, go up, do some fishing for the weekend, and then come back. I might not use it again for another 3 months. All right, but I thought it might be fun for him, dude. Do you realize what they want for those?
Oh yeah. Yes,
I was
dude.
in shock.
Dude, the little tiny things that they put over your pickup, not the ones that we're talking about. They have like a step under that.
Yeah.
You don't back into anything. It's just like it's a truck camper. They call
Yeah,
it.
it's a slide. It's a slide in, but it's like
No, not
literally down. No,
no,
it's down tight to the truck.
yeah, not the
Yeah.
one you and I are talking about, but this
No,
is the
no.
other one.
Right. I know they have a smaller version.
Right. Oh my God, dude.
Yeah. The guy literally looked at me and went, "Are you okay?" I went, "Am I okay? Are you okay? Are you telling me that anybody in their right mind is going to give you $47,000 for that?
Are you
kidding?
freaking serious?
Are you serious, man?" He goes, "Well, I mean," I said, "No, you can't. You're not going to convince me that a freaking stove that I can go to the dump and pick up a 2-burner gas stove has a higher value because you stuck it in that. Are you shitting me?" I was like, "I can throw a fucking bed in the back and put a cap on this thing, and I'm fine. I'm just looking for a little touch more comfort because I got a kid. And you want what?" I said, "That I can buy 2 trucks, 5 trucks for that. What's the point of that?" I was like, I went to look for a used one, but the funny thing about it is whenever you find that particular unit used, it's always shit. For some reason, people use that kind of unit until it's dead, and they go, "It's for sale. How much?" 1,800. You're like, "Oh, well, come," and you're like, "Well, where's the rest of it?" Has there always been a giant skylight? I don't remember there being a skylight in this motherfucker. Yeah, every time I find a used one of those, they're shit.
I had a longtime family friend that has one of those. It's been going down the Cape Cod, all right, for 100 years on it.
Oh yeah.
Okay. In 1971, he bought a 1971 F-250.
Yep.
150, whatever. Still has it. You know why? Because that's all he uses it for. He takes the truck down to there, parks the truck in the garage when he never uses it unless he goes down to the Cape.
There you go.
He only goes down the Cape twice a year.
That thing will last.
Same truck.
Will last him forever.
Oh my God! And it's 3 steps to get up into the thing. Boom, you're there.
Yep.
He parks the, what do you call it, in his backyard. When he's done with it, backs up, unhooks. Does because it you get the tightens on your what do you call it?
Yeah, you got to do your hold downs.
Yep. Pulls out, done.
Yeah. That's what I thought was.
Dresses it and makes sure he always looks to make sure there's no cracks, there's no.
Oh yeah, you can put it in your backyard. I have a
little small maintenance here and there, and that's it.
I have a side yard right over here. You can set it in there. You make sure you always tarp it. It needs to be tarped. All right, and you have to do is you take those dog. My buddy that I helped set up his, he took the dog leash screw-ins. You screw it in the ground.
Yeah.
Big screw, and that's what he has 4 of those, and that's what he uses the tie downs onto that to hold the strap down there for the tarp. And he just buys dollar store tarps and he replaces them every year. And he's like, "You just make sure your tarps are good and you're fine." But yeah, he has one. He picked it up used for like $1,900, and he adores it. I can't find one here. But I mean, 40 some odd thousand. Who the hell? Who in the hell is going to pay?
You know what I'm paying for that camper I'm picking up?
How much?
With gas and tolls, it'll cost me $1,000.
Really?
To go get it. Pay for it all.
Well, if you get a camper for $1,000, that seems if it's got a roof.
It's in really nice shape. Everything works. I just seen it at the races last week, 2 weeks ago.
But like Buddy Light said earlier about that, you just got to watch out for the rubber roof. Because
sometimes
those are the worst, because they'll, like Buddy Light said, what winds up happening is that
the UV light will get at it and break down the rubber.
Well, it's that and the heat, right, will raise it, and then the winter will just harden it, and then you get a crack, and it's just.
We used it's called elastomeric on his. It's white though. He actually coated his white, so that it doesn't. It has more. It has reflective property on his roof. But we went over. He has that on his. It had a rubber coating, and what he did was he talked to some people, and they told him to go down with the first coat. Then you put this polyester cloth down over that entire coat, and then once that's cured, then he went over the entire thing with the white elastomeric sealer, and it made like a 1/2-inch thick rubber thing. But it's also got that polyester fabric down, which became part of it. So now it's got like a 1/2-inch black layer, the fabric, and a 1/2-inch white layer on it. So it's actually reflective. It doesn't get hot, which is good. But no matter what, it's still that the warm and cold contraction in New England doesn't matter what you do. That is going to eventually get you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
no, I
I'm
mean,
still stuck on the fact that they wanted $47,000 for something that fits in the back of your truck.
Oh,
It's
no.
insane. It's actually, well, it's not just something that fits in the back of your truck. It's actually very nice, but it came out when Mikey and I were young, and it was, your grandpa had it, and it was the camper solution for everyone who didn't want to tow a camper. But it was awesome, and it was very popular. It was, you just slid it in the back of your truck, and you had an entire camper in the back of your truck. You stop.
What the fuck do you call those, though?
I don't know.
Slide-in camper.
Slide in. There you go. But I mean, yeah.
Me and my cousin destroyed one weekend on a fishing trip. There was a branch that was
Why does that not surprise me?
Branch was kind of a little too low. We peeled the whole top over the cab right open.
Oh, man. Oh.
And it was raining to beat hell that weekend. Flies were terrible. We were up by Sabumic, going up to do some salmon fishing. Oh, we had a miserable weekend in that thing. We had to dig pine cones out of it for about an hour and a half just to get to the bunk.
Oh, there. It's fucked up.
It was funny when we got back to his house. He pulls into his driveway, walks up to his dad's house, fires up his dad's backhoe. His dad goes, "What are you using the backhoe for?" He goes, "Gonna unload the camper." He reached in with the back bucket, just put it up the roof of it, and dragged it right out. He said, "Fucking thing was destroyed from the camping trip anyway."
Oh,
Heck yeah.
Those were some fun times. We used to do fishing trips for our vacations, and how when we get back, we need a vacation from the vacation.
That's my buddy. That's all my buddies got, except for the long bumper. You see how wide the bumper is, the step on the back. He actually had 3 stairs or 4 stairs, 3 stairs.
This is the one that my Gramps had. So this is what I wanted.
Right.
Yeah.
This is what I wanted. I wanted this right here, because this is perfect. It literally fits right in the bed. It slides on. It slides over the top.
Right.
You got bunk over the top. Then when you see that window there, that's a dining room table right there. It drops down and gives you something. Now, you can't be a big guy and lay on that because it's going to hurt, but you can be on top of the roof of the truck up there. That's your bed, and have the young one right there, and you still have a sink, and it's got a little potty in there that you can, he's got something at least, you can have a little bit of comfort, but he can, chill out and not be hot. Get a little air conditioner unit in there. You just literally put in a wall unit, throw your generator down, and you're good to go. All the comforts of home. You can't beat that. That little inexpensive unit now for a new one is $47,000.
I seen a used one the other day. I'll check to see if it's still there.
I mean, they are. That was. See, I figured I'd find one like that. Somebody like your buddy said, I got it 73. I'd like to get, I don't know, 1,900 for it. Okay, all right, I'm good with that.
Yeah, he paid $700 when he bought it back in '73, but
but yeah, but you know that would be something I would be okay with because I'm only going to use it once in a while. You can't take Rhett fishing and then get there and he goes, well, I want to go back in the car, and then instead of I gotta leave him in a car, 800 yards. No, it ain't gonna happen. So the minute he's done feeling like he wants to fish, to have that there for him to hop in, he'll be fine. He'll be thrilled to death. So I'll just have to fish wherever I can set that there. But I figured that's at least good for him. But crap.
Well,
give me the price. Give me the price of a house. You can buy a house in Maine for $47,000.
Do you have? I'm sorry to get off topic, but did you have your meetup yet?
No, not yet. I'm gonna let you know. It'll be September 20th.
Okay.
Everybody starts arriving September 20th.
All right.
And then we're gonna have Italian food day. So if you come on Italian food day, you're gonna work.
Oh, you're gonna make me cook? I hate cooking Italian.
No,
food.
you'll be working. Just like in Nona's house. Like, sit down, Mikey, you're pulling cheese. Don't bitch. Don't bitch. You're pulling cheese. So shut the fuck up and start pulling.
Buddy Light says he camps in Virginia and Pennsylvania. In Pennsylvania, there are too many bears to go camping in anything other than a hard-sided camper. You keep some defense handy.
Yeah, bullshit. We got just as many fucking bears up here in Maine as they got in Pennsylvania.
I'll tell you what, we got plenty.
Yeah, but they might be. You still don't.
Black bears too.
Yeah, but look at me. I want to go. Listen to me. I want to go ice fishing in the middle of nowhere, Maine. Okay, and I want. I'm gonna do it. And whether I bring my muzzle, I'm gonna bring either the muzzle loader or something. Okay. And
Mikey, you buy a hunting license in Maine, right?
Yeah.
Bring your shotgun.
I can't. You don't get it. Just trust me on this. I can't.
Just sneak it out of mass like you do when you come up to Maine hunting anyway.
But it's not. It's not just sneaking it out of mass. That's the easy part.
Whole different
it's the part if I get caught with it. Okay. So my point is that, and I'm ice fishing, and I want to bring something for defense.
Well, you should.
Coyotes.
You should.
Coyotes, people I don't know.
Yeah, you should.
Drunk people I don't know. Do you understand where I'm going? I don't.
Well, you're up in nowhere, Maine. You ain't gonna run into anybody out on the lake anyway.
Well, yeah, but you know what I mean? I mean, I'm watching videos. Go plug in YouTube and go plug in Sabatis Pond, pike fishing Sabatis Pond.
Yeah, but Sabatis is a big populated area. When you get up, that's down to southern Maine. Up here in northern Maine, you can go fishing on Moosehead Lake and not run into another fisherman all week, depending on whereabouts you are on the lake.
True.
Yeah, if you're on the far northern part of it, you're not going to have an issue.
As long as I'm not on the Rockwood side. If I go further north than Rockwood, probably.
Yeah. You won't have any issue there.
Yeah,
but you still bears are different up in that neck of the woods. They're not as aggressive if you're out. Obviously, you're ice fishing. Right. You're outside of the mother's run.
If you're ice fishing, there ain't going to be no bears anyway. They're going to be hibernating.
Right, but you're only going to. If you did run into anything, you'd run into something that was more curious than
like a coyote or something.
Right.
Yeah. So you're going to run into something that's more.
I'm not worried about a dog. That doesn't. I'm more worried about. I just.
Yeah, but the coyotes running packs.
That's fine. I'm still not worried about dogs. They don't. People don't understand how easy it is to put a dog down. It's you don't even need a gun or a knife or a baseball bat to do it. All you need is your foot. You kick a dog right here, okay, right underneath the dog's throat.
You ain't gonna catch 14 fucking coyotes like that.
Yeah, they don't.
You might get one. The other three are gonna have that leg.
Yeah, but they don't. It's not like they're not. Yes, they pack, but they're not. Well, let me say this: around here, they pack, obviously, but they're not.
They pack to hunt.
Only when they hunt. Correct. So again, I'm not worried about
And don't forget, probably someone's going to say you're wrong, but I'm not wrong. We're starting to see a reemergence of the nasty one, the Wolverines. They're beginning to show up again.
Really?
Oh, I've been seeing pictures.
Oh yeah, buddy. And I'll tell you right now.
I've been seeing pictures of some big kitty cats.
Yeah, you don't want it.
They got some long tails.
New Hampshire's got one now.
You don't want any goddamn part of a Wolverine.
New Hampshire's got.
They were hunted pretty hard, and they were pretty much not around. But now, I know the guy in Bridgewater who took the pictures was like, I don't care what anyone says, that's a Wolverine. It was like, that is a Wolverine. So yeah, that's to me, for fear factor of being up north and not having some way to protect myself. Obviously, bears up there are more curious than they are anything else. Coyotes can be an issue, but for me, it'd be the reemergence of the freaking Wolverines. Listen, that little fucker, if you got something to eat and he wants it, yeah, you got a problem. You have a problem.
They are so freaking cute, though.
Cute.
I don't care what anybody says. They're cute.
Cute.
Okay, just explain yourself, please. How is it cute?
You ever seen?
Oh my god!
10 pounds of teeth trying to get one of your fish. Oh my god! It's claws and teeth.
Listen, I myself am a pretty vicious person, so of course I would think that something else vicious was cute.
Well, listen, this thing doesn't have a streak of love for anybody. It's going to eat. It's an eating machine. That's what it is. And I mean, well, Steve could tell you. I mean, he's probably run into them trapping before. That's a nightmare.
Oh, I've seen videos of them ripping a goat's head off. I think they are the coolest freaking animal I have ever seen.
Until you go,
I think they're cool. You know when I think they're cool? When they're the coolest? When I'm watching, what's his name? Andrew from way up on the other side of Saskatchewan. All right. When I'm watching all these guys and girls, and they're skinning them out, and they're pinning them to their boards and stretching them, and then they take the Wolverine hide and they get like $700 for it. That's when I think they're cute.
But before they get the $700 for it, when they're running around, they are not.
No, you know what the Wolverine reminds me of? You know what our little Wolverines are in the Northeast?
A fucking badger.
Fisher cat.
Yeah.
Because a fisher cat will destroy a small dog,
yep.
Not because he's hungry, not because he's like, oh my God, you came on my territory.
Nope.
He does it for dominance.
Yep, just cause.
And they tear it apart. Like you'll find the head, the body, the feet over here, and they do it for dominance.
They are not. If you ever encounter one, I hope it's under a good set of terms. But if you ever encounter one, and it came in because you have, that's the difference. If you encounter a Wolverine and you're encountering it because you have, whatever it is, it doesn't fucking matter. If you encounter a Wolverine because you have, I promise you, if you don't shoot it and kill it, then you will not have. It's taking it, and it'll take it under any cause it can. And they are teeth and claws that don't fucking care. They're like honey badgers of New England. They don't give a fuck.
Oh, badgers are cute too. I hope to God I never encounter them. I just think they are the cutest fucking thing.
Oh, fuck that.
They're so
nothing cute about those fucking things.
My gosh.
I remember, you hear, put it like this. It's kind of like this in Maine. I don't know how Gerald feels, but this is the way I feel in Maine. You see people with the sharks like, oh, they're killing sharks for the fins and all that. And they're like, oh, look what they did to this. Look, they hunted the wolves. If they tell me up here they're out there hunting wolverines and they're probably going to be extinct, I got nothing to say. I got nothing to say. Literally, it's going to be. Oh, really? Oh, boo fucking foot.
Well, it's like in New Hampshire's. What do they call it? They called on the mountain lion. They saw, right? It's in the town where I go.
Yep.
And they're finally admitting that they have, because people have been posting it. This thing started, Joe, right that way where you're going to be going, right? Bellow Falls and North Walpole, New Hampshire. There's a town that begins with an A, and I wish I could remember the fucking name, but it's the next one over. But anyway, when I first started hearing about it, people were seeing them out there on trail cams. And the warden service still wouldn't acknowledge it. Well, fast forward to today, to 2021, they had no choice but to acknowledge it. But the first words out of their mouth, do your best not to shoot it. Not to shoot it.
Oh,
Not to shoot it. Let me explain something to you.
It's endangered.
I don't give a rat's fuck. They're worse than a bear.
Yeah, they are. Especially now.
Somebody in Danforth's got trail cam pictures of one. Up till last year, they denied having them in Maine. And last year, a state forest ranger was filming some clear cut and caught it walking through the clear cut.
They're actually
couldn't deny it then.
They'll actually they go after size.
Yes.
So in other words, like your daughter is prime. She's small enough. They'll take
but they'll sit and wait.
Oh yeah, and they also go. They're terrible. There was 3 girls now who have heard the stories of, each one of them different part of the country, and they're pulled away by the head. They're pulling them away by the head, and they're trying to get that moment, and they go for the back of the neck for the slicing of the spine. That's their kill. And they pull them away, though, when they attack. When they lunge and they start to pull back and get ready to finish the kill, they're pulling them by their heads. So this is a cat that's pulling your young one by their head off into the bushes so they can make the kill. I mean, that's not something you want to play with.
No.
Oh, let me rephrase. Okay,
I need serious freaking animal. Right
I need to clarify. When I say that I think they're cute, I would totally love to own one as long as it's stuffed. Get me a taxidermist, and that is the way I will have one. But I do think they're cute, and I would love to have one mounted or stuffed and posed.
I think fishes are better, kind of better looking than a
mountain lion is gorgeous. It's a
but a fish is downright mean too.
Huh?
A fish is downright mean too.
That's what I said earlier. I don't know if you were here. I said fisher cats are our version of a wolverine, because they are just nasty. My buddy of mine shoots him out of his fucking tree stand with his bow, and he had one come up right to the foot of his tree stand, and he just went. Whoosh. And anytime he sees him, he takes him right out.
Well, there's a lot of critters that are a pain in the butt. They really are a pain in the butt. You got to exercise.
Exactly, Jess.
I've got a buddy of mine who's got some coonhounds, and we were out running coons one night. Dogs treed 9 coons by midnight. From midnight to 3 a.m., the only thing the bastards wanted to chase was fishers. They were treeing them left and right. You ever walk up to a tree and try to hook a leash onto a hound when there's a fisher just above you hissing like hell?
Not going to happen.
Nope. That's why I take out a gun and shoot the fisher right in the head. Fuck, I did it to a fucking red squirrel. I'll do it to a fisher cat.
I want to have a room that has all the animals that want to eat me just mounted and posed and all sorts of really cool fashion. Just have a room of all the things that could possibly eat me.
See,
And that
that's
way
what
I
I
could
want.
say, I own the most dangerous animals in the world and I never have to feed them because they're stuffed.
See, like I would like to get like a rabbit, stuff it, and then get a coyote, stuff it, and have the coyote like going to attack the coyote. I mean, going to attack the rabbit. You know what I mean?
Oh, like they have over at Cabela's.
Oh, I
A buddy
can
of
hook
mine's a
you up with the rabbit.
taxidermist.
I can't help you on the coyote.
What's that, Juzzy?
There's a buddy of mine's a taxidermist. He's got a fox going after a grouse. Or as us people here would say, fox going after a partridge.
Partridge.
Patrick.
I still call him grouse though. I don't know why. I never shot one. Maybe one of these days I'll go grouse hunting.
You never shot one? Holy shit. I've shot thousands of them over the lifetime. They're really good.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of people cleaning them. They step on their wings and pull.
Pull up on their feet and
Everything comes right out.
they
That just makes
cut the wings off.
Yeah, everything comes right out.
I've seen them do ducks like that. And I just think you waste too damn much.
On a grouse, you're not really wasting anything because you can peel the skin off the legs too, and you save the legs. There's nothing for meat on those wings.
Right.
Like that boy up north. Got all them guinea fowl. Man, those things are weird. Screaming in the morning. Oh, Mike, here's a good one. I couldn't believe it, man. I almost lost Dottie the other day. I didn't pay attention to the noise around me. I didn't catch it. I've been listening and I hear my screeching, that faint screaming sound, and I just wasn't paying attention. And then all of a sudden I'm standing over here in the garden and I see Dottie looking up and she starts to cower and she starts to back up real slow. And I look up real quick and I just catch that red tail. Just catch the red tail out of the corner of my eye. And I was like, oh shit, that's right. It's a nesting. We have 2 nesting pair here and it's the wrong time. This is when you can't let your dog out.
Right.
If you have a small one, because it's kill training time. And so I start moving over towards it, and all of a sudden I hear one that's behind me now. I got one in front of me, one behind me.
They are not quiet fucking birds.
They are not being quiet at all. And then I hear the deep tone. I hear the deep tone screech. That's where I realized I got one in front of me, one behind me, and one off to the side. Reached down, grabbed her, and went, okay, you're inside. It's for people who don't know, this time of year is kill training. So the parents will come down and they'll hit the animal in the face, or they'll hit it in the neck, or right in the rear haunches.
Yep.
And they'll knock it down, and it's terrible for your animal because it's in horrifying pain. And they just bounce on this thing, waiting for the young one to come and make the final kill. They're training the young one how to rip open the underbelly and actually make the kill. So, I mean, they were lined up on her. She was literally sitting right there, and they had her surrounded, and they were getting ready to take her. I was like, damn, I almost made a mistake. You imagine me telling my kids?
That happened to my uncle one time with his puppy.
Yeah.
They were coming after it, except they didn't expect him to pull a shotgun out and shoot the bastards.
Yeah, I was like, because I got too many nesting pair here right now. There's just too many. And you hear the tones, and you listen to them, and you're fine. Everything's fine. But boy,
That's like the only birds that really bother me, like the eagles. The eagles will just that'll ruin your fucking day.
they'll devastate your animal.
I'm not a Blue Jay fan by any means either, because although some hunters will tell you Blue Jays are a hunter's best friend, I say Blue Jays suck.
Yeah, it's also times of years. It's like during during early spring calving, you better have somebody out there.
Sure.
Those crows will eat soft tissue. People don't realize it. They're soft tissue. They love it. A calf will eat the tongue and the eyes right out of it. They'll peck the tongues and the eyes right out of a calf. They'll kill that calf just as fast as they can. And they don't want anything else but the soft tissue. That's it. But I mean, there's different times of years for different things. But right now, this time of the year is kill training. for these red
Right.
tails. And I mean, holy moly, you make a mistake here. Well, if you have a dog that like Dottie's like what, 20 pounds, 23 pounds, wrong size dog. You got a German Shepherd, you're fine, no big deal. You got a hound dog or a lab or whatever, you got nothing to worry about. You're fine. You got a dog like I got right now, holy crap.
My cousin had a dog, and he had puppies, and they kept two puppies, and one of the puppies was sick or whatever, so we sort of, for lack of better terminology, quarantined it, right? Because he didn't know what he had, but he didn't want to obviously get.
Well, yeah, you don't want to spread her out.
So, got its own pen farm, the whole nine. And he does that, quite frequently. But here's the only problem. It's in the backyard.
Didn't roof the pen?
Didn't roof the pen.
Yeah.
And one gone.
Oh yeah. Well, see,
so he says, he says to the wife, he goes, well, I have good news and bad news. What? Well, the good news is the puppy isn't gonna be sick much longer. She said, oh, did you take him to the vet? No. The hawk came down and took him. What?
He's being big. He's a big gulp right now.
And you didn't shoot the hawk? Yeah, get a hawk shooting a fucking hawk and see what happens.
Yeah, right. And I mean, in this neck of the woods, they tell you, where I live at right now, they'll tell you, watch your ass, this time of year, because it's a horrifying thing, and you hear it. I hear it out here every couple of days. You hear it, and it's just as part of the day. That's it. You hear that screaming in the morning, and they start waiting for the thermals, and the thermals come. And when the thermals come, then you'll hear a deep tone, and that's the male. He's circling and he's calling out to the other two. All right, where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? And they usually will start with squirrels. All right, they'll start trying to get the squirrels out. But if you got a lot of crows that have been hungry and they've been around, squirrels are they're skittish. They don't want to reveal where their nest is. So they start going around, and I've got a lot of cats out here, and we also have freaking chickens across the street. So they're like, heaven, I'm in heaven, and they'll take a cat down in a matter of seconds. I mean, they just hit that thing. And I heard it the other day. You heard this cat doing the whole like he was going to do something, and all of a sudden it was screaming. I mean, that thing was screaming, and it was just yelling for about probably 2 or 3 minutes, and then it was quiet. And they're like, wow. Oh man! Then there's no more. Then the screams from the hawks are silent, and it's quiet for 2 hours, and then off they go again.
No, they're something else.
Oh yeah, they're beautiful, gorgeous birds. But the reason the red tail's so bad is it flies in the trees. Unlike the eagles that'll fly out of the trees and go hunt, red tails fly in the trees. They'll fly. You can watch him come flying through my backyard and go straight into the woods, and he's flying, dodging trees, and you're like, oh, that makes it a little tougher. You can't run for cover. If you're an animal, a dog or a cat, you can't run into the woods for cover. They're hunting right in there too, so it makes it tough.
That's why it's shoot, shovel, and shut up.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's kind of the only way it works. But the worst part here is you got too much attention, so you're stuck. Yeah, all for the next month, Mike, it's just screaming out here in my backyard all day long, screaming. The thing I hate, I have to go stand out there with Dottie, you take a shit, do your business. And all you see the hawks, they'll come land on the trees, and they're just staring. You're like, not today, pals, not today.
Well, last winter we had a big owl that kept showing up in the yard. Didn't I show you pictures of that, Mikey?
I believe so.
Is it gray horn?
I don't know what the heck it was. I know it stood about 16 to 18 inches tall.
Sounds like a great horn owl there.
Well, we had a birch tree out in the front yard that top broke off, so I put a step ladder up against it and cut it off about 7 feet tall, so the wife could still have her bird feeders to hang on the damn thing. And the damn owl was landing on that every day. He'd come here, show up for about 4 hours a day, and he was taking care of the mice and the rats out in the yard.
Send them down my way, right at the end of fall for first snowfly.
Hey, Cobra, what's up? Good to see you.
I could talk to him and everything.
Yeah.
Stay right there.
Because it was only like from the corner of the porch to that tree was only like 8 feet. The wife would sit there and talk to the damn owl and just kind of look at her, wink at her, and that's about it. But
that's one thing that's good is now having all these red tails in here. I filled the bird feeder up one time.
Yeah.
I haven't had to fill it up again, boy. It's still full.
birds are staying away.
Oh, hell yeah, they're staying away. They're not playing. Right now, nothing wants to play in my yard. Till the end of August, yeah, nothing's going to come around here at all. Absolutely nothing. The squirrels come out first thing in the morning. I mean, crack of dawn. They run like psychopaths. Once they hear that first, psh, that's it, done. They're gone the rest of the day. Not a thing. Yeah, they got one of the chickens out in the middle of the street. They tore it to pieces out in the street. Someone was out there blowing their horn. I'm like, yeah, that's going to help. A red tail with a chicken.
Step on the gas a little bit.
Yeah, if you're going to do it, do it. Don't blow the damn horn. That ain't going to do a damn thing. That bird's got a chicken. He's happy now.
I had Brenda with me one time. I was out partridge hunting. We was up off the Stud Mill Road. Well, actually, we were on just off the Stud Mill Road on the Alligator Lake Road.
Okay.
I pulled over the truck because I seen a bunch of grouse standing on the side of the road. I got out, slipped a couple shells into the old pump shotgun, started walking up to close the distance a little bit, and fired 2 shots, had 3 birds. The wife couldn't believe it when we went over and picked up the 3rd bird.
Ruined his buffet.
I guess they call it grouse if you shoot them on the wing. The partridge if you shoot them on the ground. I shoot a lot of partridge. I've only shot a couple grouse.
I remember out in the first time I ever saw when I was out in Kansas. You grow up being taught, shooting from a truck. The hell's the matter with you? So you grow up, you're a kid, you learn all that and all that. And then I get out in Missouri and Kansas, them son of a guns were shooting coyotes from trucks. Mikey, they pay you. Can you imagine that?
No, I can't.
They pay you, Mike. I'm not joking. If there's anybody in that chat room from Missouri or Kansas, chime in. Because long ago, they were paying $5 a tail. Bring them the tail.
Well, paper companies used to pay a quarter a foot for porcupine feet.
Yeah, paying you $5 a tail, Mike. I'm not joking either. Bring in all your tails. Hand it to them. They'll pay you $5 a tail. They want them gone. They want them gone. Because they were just, oh my God, it's craziness. You hear the howling start right around, sundown starts coming down. All of a sudden, they're howling. You're listening to this getting closer. Now there's like 30. You know what I mean? It's like insanity out in Kansas. They breed out in those fields, and there's so freaking many, and all the grain. You know what I mean? There's millions of mice all over the place, rats and mice from these fields of grain. And I mean, they're just like water, unlimited grain, rock on. So the mice are everywhere in the rats, so there's just so much to eat. And they just start cutting in closer and closer and closer to the farms, and you've got packs of them. So they just let people go shoot them. And you see guys driving down the road, shooting them, running in front of them. Because they'll run in front of, I don't know if you've ever seen it or not, they'll run in front of your truck. They'll run right in the lights of your truck. It's hilarious. But, oh yeah, they'll be popping those bad boys right out the window.
What was it? About 15 years ago, the state was guaranteeing you a doe tag if you shot 10 coyotes.
There you go. Nutra rats. I've never seen one. I've seen them on TV, but I've never seen one in the wild. I heard those things are kind of like devastating to the landscape.
Oh, they're big.
They dig. Okay. And how the hell did those get here? They ain't from here. Like those damn fish. That video I saw, a guy going, "You want to go fishing?" Told his wife, "You want to go fishing?" She's like, "Sure." He goes, "Okay." She goes, "You want to get the poles and all that?" "We don't need poles." And he's out there just trolling real slow, and all of a sudden, he revs it. Fish start jumping in the boat. I'm like, what the hell is this? And apparently it's some crazy fish that has, taken hold here. And when they hear noise, they like fly out of the water.
Yeah, they came over in one of those container ships coming from overseas. Same with those rats.
That's just amazing, man. I couldn't believe it.
I don't know. They are.
Mikey, you falling asleep?
No, not really. My neck's killing me. I'm going to go soon anyways. I'm going to move my brother's girlfriend in the morning.
Uh-oh. Moving?
Yeah.
Is she moving in with him or moving out?
Oh, no. They don't live together, but she's going from one condo to the next.
Is she an owner of lots of heavy things, or is it just a quick little?
I'm going to find that out when I get there.
Oh, boy. Mystery move.
So,
I don't like mystery moves.
Neither do I.
Well, at least you don't got to deal with what we used to have to deal with in the 70s, And you go, she doesn't have a waterbed, does she? Yeah, she does. Ah, shit.
Exactly. All right, folks, listen, we're going to get the hell out of here. It was good to see everybody. I don't know if Stevie's doing one because he didn't get a chance to come back. But if you're on tomorrow night, just he usually does them around 10-ish, 10:15-ish, somewhere like that, 10:30, whatever. Just just type his name in the search bar, Stalker Steve. It should take you right to the it should take you right to his page. So, but anyways, I want to thank everybody that came in. You guys are the best. Johnny, good to see you, my friend.
Yeah.
Jethro, good to see you. Jetson, we had John the M.I. Woodsman we had Johnny M.I. Woodsman in the chat, but he was off air because he was busy. So it was good to chat with him.
How's he doing?
He's doing all right. He's doing good. So that's pretty cool. So for now, we'll see us. All right, and take care and have fun.